To Chernobyl now, site of the world's worst nuclear accident nearly 25 years ago. NBC's Michel Kosinski reported from the town of Chernobyl earlier this week. Now she's made her way to the reactor itself. Michel, good morning.
Hi, Matt. This is the hulking sarcophagus of the nuclear reactor. And this is the sound you hear constantly around here. The normal radiation that you would pick up from soil is roughly 10 to 20 microrontgens per hour. Here it's 200, so about 10 times what's normal. But you'll drive around and it'll suddenly spike up to 1,000 or more. And then 100 feet later, it'll be normal. That is how the radiation remains spread a quarter of a century later. And it is a truly nightmarish place to see up close. If the signs don't turn you around, a long drive through a desolate forest, lonely villages, 2 checkpoints, and 1 waiver
shall not be liable for possible further deterioration of my health
will land you right at the broken heart of the surreal no man's land remains of Chernobyl. What was the gleaming new company town, full of good jobs, new schools, modern apartments. Today, if something can be full of emptiness, this is it.
Don't step on mold.
Radioactive moss flourishes, while the buildings and all their Soviet trappings very slowly weather. A rarely seen testament to the accident that ultimately sent hundreds of thousands of people away.
Quite a bit of a shock, really.
Through the woods, that amusement park that never had a chance to open. And we saw it for good reason. Never will.
How much is it? 7,000.
7,000? Should we even be standing here?
No, for a few minutes it's nothing. I do it every day, almost. Now 700, but here will be 7,000. You can see the difference, 1 meter.
But somehow the silence here feels just as distressing. This was a school. There's a mess of gas masks tossed aside by looters who stole the metal parts. Pictures of Lenin line the walls and floors. You see the children's names, grades, careful penmanship. A stuffed bear still holds its flowers. A pickled pepper waits on a shelf.
Time stood still here. It hasn't moved.
There is a monument, just don't step on the grass around it.
It's contaminated.
In the next 300 to 1,000 years, it will not be possible to live normally or to have any economic development.
But this group is mainly tourists. Ryan and Sarah Prendeville flew from England just to see it.
Curiosity, I think, is the main thing.
We were checked for radiation, all clear, before lunch in view of Reactor 4. The plant had only been in operation 2 years before design issues and human errors led to its catastrophic blast. Marina Lutsenko was a mile away then, 19 years old, living with her parents. Today, she cannot speak about it without crying.
You saw a cloud, like a mushroom. We were like kittens. No one told us what was going on or what to do.
Left behind now, a child's picture of a bird and butterfly, remarkably well preserved. And what humanity soured 25 years ago, only wild nature embraces today in bittersweet solitude. About 4,000 people work here on strictly controlled shifts, and about 1,500 others have illegally resettled this area. Now that it's wide open for tourism, though, on pretty much a daily basis, you can come here. It'll cost you about $150 for a tour, but I guess you'll also have to break it to the family somehow that your vacation is not quite to the beach, but to Chernobyl. Matt?
Hi, Michel Kosinski in Chernobyl. Michel, thank you very much.